The style used here is absolutely clear. The group looked around for the premises, preferably in the basement or a ground floor. They rented them under the guise of storage space for some kind of goods, and the explosive was shipped in. In a day, you could quite easily bring it in and set up the explosion. It was delivered disguised as bags of sugar.
But if we assume that all the explosions in houses in 1999 were the work of the special services, clearly it must have taken several months to plan and prepare for them. And right up to August 1999, the FSB was headed by Vladimir Putin.
Yes, of course, it's possible that the president and the top brass had nothing to do with it. And there could have been a group of patriotically inclined officers who planted bombs and blew up not just one house, but 10 or 15, taking the risk for the salvation of the state they love.
One more question. The explosions have taken place, the so-called Ryazan exercises have been held. So now, why doesn't Putin, as president of the country, hold an investigation into what happened? I think the answer is obvious. Either he knows perfectly well what actually happened, or there is, in the final analysis, another global explanation, that Putin doesn't really control anything that happens in the country.
Whether a special service plan to mobilize public opinion against Chechnya or a genuine anti-terrorist exercise, a genuine investigation of the 1999 bombings is too risky. If the inquiry were to establish that responsibility rests with the Secret Service, then the legitimacy of all those presently in power in Russia could be called into question.
Frontline is made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Two days ago, Vladimir Putin was sworn in as president of the world's second-largest nuclear power.
In 1991, if anyone in Russia or in the West had said the next president of Russia would be a KGB officer, everyone would have called this person a fool.
But Russians, tired of the corruption and chaos of the last decade of U.S.-backed reform, have turned their country over to a strong hand. What went wrong? Tonight on Frontline, 3 former U.S. government officials reveal the inside story.
We created a virtual open shop for thievery on a scale which I doubt has ever taken place in human history.
Did the United States help prepare the way for the return of the Tsar? A Frontline collaboration with National Public Radio.